Thank you for joining me. The introit for Sunday, August 14th is from Psalm 55. Cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not yourself from my plea for mercy. For it is not an enemy who taunts me, then I could bear it. It is not an adversary who deals insolently with me, then I could hide from him. But it is you, a man, my equal, my companion, my familiar friend. We used to take sweet counsel together. Within God's house we walked in the throng. But I called to God, and the Lord will save me. There are times in our life when we can feel all alone. And we might think nobody cares, nobody wants to help. And those troubles can make us believe that someone must have it out for us. There are moments where we can feel very small and defeated. Perhaps there is a health problem that continually pops up, or we struggle with depression or an addiction that makes us feel all alone. Nobody cares. Nobody's there to help. The writer of the introit of this psalm, who is David, says something very peculiar. He says, "But it is not an enemy who taunts me, then I could bear it. But it is you, a man, my equal, my companion, my familiar friend." David, because of his power and position, would have had adversaries. And some could have been very close to him, people pretending to be his friend, or someone who was close to him who did something that really hurt David and undermined his power and authority. Sometimes we don't expect the closest to us to hurt us, but they can. Oddly enough, David will do this exact same thing and betray his friend and close companion Uriah in order to take Uriah's wife Bathsheba for himself. Now, there are events in our lives and relationships that will make us feel betrayed and hurt. There are things that will happen that will make us question the commitment of our friends, and there will be temptations to cast aside our closest friends and fulfill our desires. But when something like that happens, the final statement of the introit has to be followed. But I call to God, and the Lord will save me. God will save those who call on him, no matter what has happened, and no one else can do that. Thank you for joining me.